And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Bol in at the 5.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia, Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Richardson dishes to Cauley-Stein. 6 on the shot clock. The jump hook, and no good. Trying to use the glass. 4-on-3 break. Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and it's Murray with the jam.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Doncic against Murray. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Porter, no luck. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 4-point game. Oh, that's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Barton passes to Bol. Here's Murray. The pass to Jokic. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
When you let Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
And the shot goes in.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates. Doncic
against Murray. And Doncic gets it to go. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And it's Bol that time on the assist by Porter.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Murray. The kick out to Porter. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. 3-pointer, Barton. Here's Jokic. Plays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 10.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Kicks to Millsap. No good with the layup. And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has...
I've been moving through the city like a phantom in the upper of a dark.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
JaVale McGee is out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Jamal Murray. And there's Gordon. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
This one for 3. Rebounded by McGee.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Murray, good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Out left to the wing. Outside Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Millsap. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. It's Hardaway with the drive.
Boy, an attacker who's not afraid to get a little rugged and physical. I like Hardaway Jr.'s disposition, fellas.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored in the fan.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Mavericks making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Hardaway against Gordon. Floats it up for Millsap. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Really a smart player, Paul Millsap. I mean, He just has a sense of what to do and when to do it, especially cutting after setting the pick.
Here's Brunson, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Back to Hardaway. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Pass to McGee. Here's Dozier. And that one hits back iron. 1:32 left in the first half. Brunson with a clean look. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 1:24 left here in the second. There's the pass to McGee. Powell with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. On up the court. Kleba, the pass to Brunson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter. The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Dozier. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Gordon up on top. Millsap in the corner. 3 on the clock. Here's Dozier. It's blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shot.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
All alone, throws down the breakaway jam.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
To the inside, here's McGee. Shoots over Powell. McGee's shot is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to the first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points and 4 rebounds. And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all. And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Jokic. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. The putback, and it's Jokic with the rebound. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Murray the pass to Porter. And here's Jokic. Cauley Stein defending. Porter tips it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 14 points.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic with the bucket.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
Murray outside. He feeds it to Porter. Outside for Murray. Bull with it. He's against Porzingis. Porter trying to free himself up. No problem on the jumper in close.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Doncic looking it over. Dishes it to Cauley Stein. Out to Doncic. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Doncic. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Pass to McGee. Porzingis with the steal. Hardaway with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Denver passing it around. Here's Dozier. Richardson covering. To the paint. Passes to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Down low and stolen by Richardson. Fast break Dallas. Pushing it up. Here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. And no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
And here is Doncic. 10 points for him. Lets it go from 11. That one good for 2. Doncic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
There's a minute left to play in the third. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, he's an excellent defender. You look at Josh Richardson, he's got real good length, athleticism, quickness, and does a good job reading the opposition, too.
Pass to Jokic. Out to the wing. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Dozier. Richardson covering.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Doncic with the steal. And here's the break. Back to Hardaway. For 3, Richardson. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Denver on. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Dozier in at the shooting guard. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Burke.
And, you know, Paul Millsap is a guy who epitomizes professionalism. Wherever he's been, he's always played his role well. Six-man starter, star player. He does what's asked of him.
Redick dishes to Powell. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jokic has checked in for Paul Millsap. Inside. Powell kicks to Marjanovic. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Finney Smith. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Murray with it. And stolen by Redick. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Powell, the pass to Redick. Now Marjanovic. Over Jokic. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Marjanovic.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Murray kicks to Jokic.
You know, right there in that instance, you could see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Zingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic against Murray. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Jokic. Over Cauley-Stein. Jokic, no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Now Richardson feeds it to Cauley-Stein. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Murray against Doncic. Murray kicks to Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 7. Porzingis finds Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. For Murray. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Now here's Murray. Pass to McGee. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
And it's Doncic missing. Barton surveying the floor. Jokic passes to Barton. The three. They get it back. Beyond the arc. Jokic kicks to Barton. Jokic trying to free himself up. The kick out to Barton. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
So the Nuggets win it. They didn't make it easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From Ohio City. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. Looking now at the lineup. DA, it's on.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Count it, good. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And they're moving it up. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities. Offensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. It's deflected. They recover it. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now Murray. Outside Porter. Now here's Jokic. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
I like to see the D with a little more energy out there. They kind of forgot about him.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Anthony nowhere around. And the 3-ball is good.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Out to Anthony. Pass to Simons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. Still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Dozier off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland no good that time either. Nuggets trail. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And I like that they're not settling, hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Simons surveying the D. Cullen passes to Canner. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Bull.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Simons. Now the dish to Anthony. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's McGee, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Nuggets. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian...
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace. It's gotten them out to an early lead.
Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. To the inside. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
Pass to Jokic. Over Cantor. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lillard outside. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. His speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And stolen by Murray. Barton against Powell. And Barton throws it down.
incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Cantor. That shot missing. Now Denver takes it the other way. And even 3-on-3 break. Odd pass to Gordon. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The drive by Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Powell against Barton. Knocked loose. Powell with the steal. And stolen by Murray. Moving it up. And contact on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Shooting for Denver,
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Stolen away. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Denver shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. McCollum against Green. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Powell, no one around him. Portland no good that time either. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Simons to halt the run, and it's Jokic with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and they'll keep possession.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Passes it to Dozier. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
That one is no good. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a slight edge. They really worked hard late in the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, it's easy to see why they've been the better team offensively. They've been shooting the...
And that should do it with the second half of...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Back to Murray. Five on the clock. The pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. Denver with a new 14. There's Porter with the 3. But they recover it. Millsap passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets leading by 4.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Nurkic kicks to Covington. Over Millsap. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Lillard against Murray. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Lillard.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Murray with it. Now defended by McCollum. To the paint. Here's Powell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Powell's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Barton against McCollum. Outside for Murray. Pass to Millsap. And the layup falls.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray the pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Takes it out to Covington. Jacks up a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Barton passes to Murray. The kick out to Barton. Covington with the steal. 1:02 left in the third. And it's in there.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with him.
Passes to Millsap. Barton surveying the floor. The pass to Porter. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You got to stay down on the pump fake. Once McCollum has you fooled, the rest is simple.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Outside Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And it's Simons missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something. It's rarely a good idea.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. The shoot. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Denver leading by 8. We've got JaMychal Green. He's out there with Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Jamal Murray. That's the group on the floor for Denver. This is to Green. Kicks it out to Gordon. 4 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. That one, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Out to Anthony. From the high post. No good off the back of the rim. Denver in the lead. Outside Gordon. Out to the right wing. McGee with no one around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Dozier. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Pass to Gordon. Right wing. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Campazzo. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 8. Cantor inside. McGee's there. Cantor's shot is off. Shoots the 3. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
I mean, with all these 3-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around him. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Count that one. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
McCollum outside. Buries it from 3-point range. McCollum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic. Pulls up on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Trailblazers trail by 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Big group substitution here for Denver. Lillard surveying the D. Kicks it to Nurkic. Covington against McGee. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Lillard. That one misses. And it's Denver the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Powell against Gordon. Murray outside. He feeds it to McGee. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Now, given McGee's explosiveness around the rim, I don't think that anyone should be surprised to see him throw it down like that.
Denver leading by 6. Murray with it. Over to the wing. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets the three fly. Denver the rebound. Jokic finds Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
For 3, Covington. Powell for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Another shot on the pass to Porter. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
And you already see the great range, a calling card of Porter's. Even back in high school, shot 47% as a senior.
So the Nuggets win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in a power forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Jumps up. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Takes it from 10. And Leonard gets it to go. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Here's George. Michael Porter making his last shot. Good defense by Jokic. Leonard with the steal. Outside, Batum. Jokic with the steal. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Leonard brings the double team. Barton passes to Murray. Back to Barton. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Now, sometimes there's passes, and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Here's Murray following the score by Reggie Jackson. Off on the layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And it's Leonard missing. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Porter against Leonard. Down low, Zubac laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Murray. Right side Millsap. And it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Nuggets trail. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. To the middle, here's Ball, and the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to man. Back to George. Patterson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. The shot comes out.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Agreed. Fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one. Denver with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. It's stolen by Morris. And up the floor again, the Clippers running the floor. George, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Dozier can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mann. Rondo dishes to Patterson. It's rebounded by Dozier.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
It's all tied in Denver. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Patrick Patterson. Marcus Morris is out there with Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 2. 2 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Rondo can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he gets it to go. McGee's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets. And for the Clippers, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Mann passes to Patterson. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Pass to Gordon. Down low, Campazzo. And again, it's Denver. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can't be too physical with Patrick Patterson when he's aggressive. He's pretty good at picking up some contact.
That free throw good from Patterson. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And they will get the basket. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Count that bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Kennard kicks to Batum. Back to Kennard. Here's the teardrop. McGee with the block. Here's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. There's the pass to Zubac. That shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was...
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Man, what a luxury if Murray can play both guard positions, a perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Rondo looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, although he's a bit smaller, Rondo knows he's got to outthink guys on the interior, and that time drew the contact.
Both shots good from the stripe. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Murray outside. The kick out to Barton. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Outside Rondo. Here's Mann. Barton defending. And stolen by Barton. Murray outside. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola? Jamal Murray. And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now Jackson. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter at the 3. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Loads it up for Millsap. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Millsap's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator. If you dig down deep at some of the numbers, Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Hello, Will Barton. Transition is his best friend. It's a lot of his baskets on the fast break.
Here's Jackson. They get it back. Kicks it out to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Murray the pass to Barton. Batum with the steal. George dishes to Jackson. Back to George. Batum against Murray. Batum, good. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. To the paint, Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. It's picked off. Barton with it. George picks him up. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
George looking over the floor. To the wing on the left. Millsap against Patterson. Kicks it out to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Campazzo guarded by Jackson. And he makes that one. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Jackson down low. Pass to Zubac. Good defense by Jokic.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Campazzo guarded by Jackson. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not true. I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
This is his first free throw of the game.
This is not an area where they expect him to contribute. He's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
So he gets them both. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Dozier. Feeds it to McGee. Can't hit from in close. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Back to George. Stolen by McGee. Pushing it up. Lob pass to Gordon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there. And That athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Rondo passes to Mann. Rondo with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Mann. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Campazzo. He's covered by Rondo. Pass to Dozier. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 5 to shoot. Campazzo. Here's McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 7 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Rondo. And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Batum. Rajon Rondo is out there with Paul George. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. Murray against Rondo. He kicks it to Patterson. Back to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. To the left side wing. Murray kicks to Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. Knocked away. Clippers trail by 10. Jackson finds Batum and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Floats it up for Jokic.
Trust me, Jokic feels very comfortable from that range there. His offensive IQ off the charts.
George against Barton. George passes to Leonard. And it's sent back by Jokic. Porter dishes to Murray. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson's got the ball. Pass to Zubac. The feed to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
The pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And then Leonard with the dunk.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Murray against Jackson. Jokic passes to Barton. Jokic kicks to Barton. He feeds it to Murray. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
And the basket by Jackson.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Murray against Jackson. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And here we go. Porter with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. Millsap misses. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Go ahead and lead them, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
Murray outside. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his third foul of the game. Jackson against Murray. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Jackson. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Murray. Millsap trying to get open. Got it.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run. Jackson against Murray. Jackson deciding where to go with it. This is it to Zubac. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Stolen by Jackson. George dishes to Batum. There's Jackson with the three. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
We're the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And, hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The map.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. And for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Pass to Finney Smith. Richardson outside. Tries again. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Sinks the three-pointer.
I mean, you have to chase Luka off that three-point line. This guy is capable of hurting you from there.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Bull. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
Now Porter following the three-point attempt by Josh Richardson. From about 19 feet, drained for 2 points.
Boy, how comfortable is KP in the mid-range? Porzingis, what touch.
Doncic against Murray. Lets it go from 11. Second chance effort, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates, really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Porzingis. Bull making his last shot. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Just 2 to shoot. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Denver leading by 3. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Murray. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Brunson scanning the floor. Floats it up for Jokic. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now here's Brunson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brunson. Misses off the right iron. Denver leading by 7. Murray with it. Now guarded by Redick. Passes to Green. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way. All going up court. Powell. That's good.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Murray outside. Jokic against Powell. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the... And for those those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon out there with Paul Millsap, and there's JaVale McGee, and it's Dozier in at the 2. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Brunson kicks to Powell. McGee with the block. Brunson the pass to Powell. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Kicks it to Millsap. Plenty of space. That one's not going to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And the wide open shot from Redick. No good on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And he lays it straight in.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Dozier passes to Millsap. And he uses the glass on the layup. Millsap's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Clock at 6. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic with the steal. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And the shot is good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Dallas again missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's McGee. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Richardson with the putback. Porzingis on the follow.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Barton dishes to Murray. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Richardson attacking. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Barton throws it down.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic right side. Richardson gets a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Richardson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
It's Barton with the drive. Outside Porter. And finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Here's Doncic, and the basket is good. Doncic has got 5.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Porter. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Barton kicks to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Doncic against Murray. Here's Porzingis. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 10.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Doncic feeling it out. He was all alone on that one.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Murray with it. And it's Murray with the jam.
I have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Doncic against Murray. The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Coley Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Outside for Redick. Back to Doncic. Tries again, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now just a 1-point Denver lead. But so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Mavericks trail by 3. The 3 for Doncic. They grabbed their own miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Nuggets have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Pass to Dozier. Right side Millsap. Dozier kicks to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. It's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got it all tied up now for the man.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Passes it to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brunson the pass to Powell. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Outside Gordon. From the arc. Off target with that shot. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Denver. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Green. Murray for 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep, where he is just lights out. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Brunson against Gordon. It's Richardson on the wing. And he commits the intentional foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Bull in for Aaron Gordon. Powell kicks to Kleber. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Nuggets leading by 3. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkis, he's checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Doncic against Murray. Here's Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
The pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. That's tipped. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Murray dishes the ball. Here's Dozier. Richardson cover. Jokic draws the double. The shot, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. Richardson, good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Murray, the pass to Bull. Dozier kicks to Gordon. And Murray, here we go. And Jokic wide open, he shoots, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's Doncic. Nails it from the high post. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Murray outside. He kicks it to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic with the bucket.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
On deep. Doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Doncic against Murray. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And Porzingis, here we go. Pass to Finney-Smith. Up again. Goes up again. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. And here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock is at 3. Here's Millsap. And that one is off. And it's Portland the other way. Outside Covington. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now here's Lillard, jacks up a 3. Murray with the defensive effort.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Lillard against Murray. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Good defense by Jokic.
I don't think the D does good enough here. And something causes the miss.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Murray finds Jokic. Outside for Murray. Takes the 3. Lillard with the rebound.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving them.
To the wing right side. Elbow shot. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And yes, it's good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Lillard attacking, and he banks in the layup.
That was a long time coming. Took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Porter, the pass to Barton. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Millsap, great positioning on the putback.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunity.
Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Barton. Pass to Porter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Here's Dozier. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Bull. And easy 2 points on the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And McCollum launches it from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Passes it to Dozier. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Anthony. For Portland, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
McGee inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
Both free throws good from McGee. He got it up. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
And a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple. The Nuggets leading by 10. Murray dishes to Green. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. So it's Denver now. For three, Murray. Rebound by Nurkic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anthony off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Kicks it to Gordon. Murray outside. And the pass to Green. McGee trying to break free. And there's Green on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray against McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Lillard scanning the floor. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Nurkic can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Chalk up 2 there. Lillard's got his second basket.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Pass to Dozier. Here's Gordon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
McCollum outside. He feeds it to Covington. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Covington passes to McCollum. Lets it fly from 18. Unable to get that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Pass to Dozier. There's a minute left now here in the second. Launches a 3. Denver gets it back. And McGee kicks the ball. Denver passing it around. Over McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and it's Carmelo Anthony in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard from outside. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Wide open look here for Murray. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 6.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Murray outside. Three-pointer. No good that time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Denver was looking great right away. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
What's the major challenge?
And so here's Portland, trailing by 10. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Trailblazers shooting a low 30% right now on every offensive performance.
Got to push McCullough out of the paint. When you don't do this, you risk getting dunked on.
Denver leading by 8. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. The shake. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and it's Murray with the jam.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the Jets in the open floor.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard. Oh, he delivered. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is. And oh, that was something else.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Lillard attacking. Basket good. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The dish to McGee. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Dozier. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. McGee's shot is off. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 8-point game. Covington's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Gordon with it. Lillard picks him up. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Lillard with it. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. Bangs home the trifecta. 15 points in the game.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Pass to McGee. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. This is it to Covington. Here's Simons. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. A different look now for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington, and Norman Powell subbed in for Lillard. Kicks to Green. Campazzo, it's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Jones. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in, and he makes the first but misses the second. Barton finds Murray. And the layup is good. Murray's got 8.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
A three from McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Out to the wing. McCollum against Murray. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. Back to McCollum. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Enes Kanter, C.J. McCollum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Porter, no luck.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And Barton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The Nuggets leading by 8. Pass to Bull. Beyond the arc. No good that time. And for Portland, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Powell finds Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Now here's Powell. Good work there as it goes. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Now McGee feeds it to Bull. Back to McGee, shoots from 12. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results. Lillard outside.
off target with his 3. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The pass to Dozier. It's Bull, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing here by 8. Here's Powell out to Anthony. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Outside, Porter. From deep three-point range, and it's Portland with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Barton outside. He kicks it to Millsap. Back to Barton. Jokic on top, guarded by Powell. Porter passes to Jokic. Inside. Good D by Covington.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
The shot by Powell, no good. Denver leading by 6. Murray dishes to Barton. Back to Murray. Pass to Barton. Now here's Porter. Now Jokic. He's guarded by Nurkic. Jokic inside. Looking on Nurkic. And foul on the... And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it.
Oh, what a shot! Did you see where he shot that from? Did you see where he shot that from?
Oh, Zewell. Wow.
Crazy.
And here is Murray. The feed to Millsap. Back to Murray. Shoots over Lillard. And too long on the shot. Powell against Porter. Hit the tip. And Jokic with the rebound. Porter passes to Millsap. The kick out to Barton. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
From deep. Porter, no luck.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
And Cantor able to finish.
Look at Enes Kanter maintaining that competitive energy, finds a big shot to keep them in it.
So we see Denver get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean,
We've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Now George. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Jackson against Murray. pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Murray outside. He kicks to Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
George against Barton. Here's Zubac. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Murray against Jackson. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Millsap left side. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Clippers trail by 6. There's a lob to Jackson. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
A different look for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And here's McGee. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Not going to go that time. Denver leading by 5. Lob pass to Gordon. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Outside Rondo. Now the pass to Patterson. That one goes in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Passes it to Gordon. To the inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Nice move, and the layup is good.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
For Denver, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Out to the right wing. Here's Bull. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Nuggets on top of And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few...
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Murray. JaMychal Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Gordon. Outside Rondo. It's Morris atop the key. Poke loose. Patterson against Green. Now here's Murray. D right on him. And that one's good. Green.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Rondo dishes to Morris. Outside for Rondo. He lobs it up.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Over to the wing. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Outside for Murray. Shot clock at 6. And he comes up with the deuce. And now a 7-point Denver lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Pass to Bull. Down low. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
.153 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
The Nuggets leading by 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop and the dunk by Bull.
And you know, entering the draft, Bull was a polarizing prospect. Scouts didn't know who to compare him to and maybe still haven't figured it out.
On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Zubac has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
51 seconds left to play in the first half. Got a hand on it.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And George kicks to Batum. The pass to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
Porter against Zubac. Porter passes to Barton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
I'd like to see Barton be more consistent on this end. He has the height and...
And so that's the end of the first half. Nuggets lead by 10. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they built up. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the center. They get the rebound. That one drops for him. George has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Clippers. Jackson against Murray. Passes it to Porter. Outside Millsap. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Porter, no luck.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Jackson misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Outside for Batum. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Out left to the wing. Murray for three. And he's good on the three ball. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Jackson trying to break free. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first five.
And that one's good, Barton.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Pass to Jackson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 6. And the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Outside Rondo. Feeds to Patterson. And it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Clippers trail by 13. Stolen by McGee. And here they come. The dish to Bull. Over Rondo. Bull, that's good. Bull's got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Gordon inside. Kennard covering. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Here's Rondo. McGee with the block. Now here's Gordon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's his first trip to the line.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. To end the cold streak, and that one drops.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Pass to Bull. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Man passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. George is checked in for the Clippers. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Murray against Rondo. Back to Millsap. And Millsap stabs it in.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George dishes to Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. For Denver, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Murray against Rondo. From deep three-point range, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nuggets ahead, leading by 14. We'll get. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon, Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Barton outside. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Barton passes to Millsap. And here's Gordon from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Puts it up from 15. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Paul George.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Barton. Green.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Outside for George. Five to shoot. And there's the pass to Zubac. Back to George. To the paint. And stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the wide open shot from Green. That three off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Outside, George. Passes to Zubac. Outside, Leonard. 6 to shoot. Outside, Jackson. It's stolen. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Batum with the ball. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Outside, Porter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Jackson. One-on-one fast break. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, one of the things Paul George, PG, has done is improve his ball handling, and as a result, defenders are nervous when he's handling the ball and getting up into a shot.
No good on the second free throw.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and Leonard gets it to go.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3 ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Denver.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the safety, that's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
And here is Murray. The 3. The shot misses. So the Nuggets win it. A narrow win under. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.